All right, so we are gonna go ahead and break it down so it is easy to understand. So I'm gonna go ahead and thing that I'm gonna do to get somebody to buy into my company is to promise them a awesome return. So let's talk about Charles Ponzi. Charles Ponzi, he's the creator of the Ponzi scheme back into the 1930s. He promised his investors in 90 days their investments would double, but I'm not gonna go that hard. I know Bernie Madoff promised its investors a 1% increase every month. And that's a lot of money, the more money that you put into it, obviously. But I'm going to just go ahead and say that my promise to my investors is that whenever they invest with my company, investments, there we go, will double. All right. In 1 year. All right, so that's my promise to my investors. All right, I told them, hey, if you invest into my company, it will double in 1 year, and I get somebody's interest. And I only go for investors that obviously have a lot of money. And so this person invests with me, let's say $10,000. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab this $10,000 to this little vault that I have in my room, and I ain't gonna ever touch it. This is supposed to be a keyhole. There you go. This is my vault that I have for that $10,000. All right, so after 1 year, year one, I give them a statement, and I'm gonna do this because this is not real. All right, I'm gonna give them a statement in the mail that their $10,000 is now $20,000. Now, mind you, I still have in this case $10,000. I said that I would go ahead and do a bunch of trades and stuff to make it double for them. So this person now thinks that their $10,000 after 1 year of not doing anything, of trusting their money with me, is now $20,000. And this person is obviously rich. So what are they gonna do? They're gonna go over to their country club. Their country club his country club is full of rich friends too. And he's like, I just invested with this guy, and it said I have $20,000. So what's next? Another person invests. So now I have $10,000. Year one, it is now $20,000. All right, and I get another investment. This person was greedy. He was jealous that this person got $20,000. He goes and talks to me. He says, if I invest $40,000 with you, will it double to $80,000? And I say, absolutely it will. And so he takes his chances, $40,000. And so I have now $50,000 into my lock case. All right, I'm not going to attempt the keyhole again, but now I have that in my lock case. And then year two comes around, and I tell this person that first ever invested with me, his $20,000 is $40,000, and I still only have $10,000. I never did anything. All right, and this person still thinks he has $40,000. And now I tell this person, after 1 year of investing with me, 80 grand. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add these up. All right, that's 120,000. That's how much these two investors think I have. All right, let's call them investor A and investor B. These two investors think I have 120,000. All right, and that is simply not the case. All I have is 50,000. But investor A decides after year two He's not going to test his luck anymore. He wants to make a withdrawal from this money. And so I give it to him, and I'm able to. Why? Because I have 50 grand. So, 50K minus 40K. Now I'm left with 10 grand. And, you know, what's funny is I could technically, if I was ethical, I could give them both returns today, but I am making the gamble, as you can say, on making sure that none of them make returns all at the same time. But this is the key point. Because I was able to make this return, this makes me legit. And when I'm legit, people start to notice, holy crap, this person just changed the game. He is able to double returns after year after year after year, and the basis off of the proof that I was able to make a return when it was requested and unnoticed. So year 3 comes around because, all right, investor B is still with me. Year 1, he got 80 grand, and then year 2, I say he has 160. I have investors that are investing more money with me now. Now I have somebody that's going to invest 100 grand. And then I got another investor that gives me another 100 grand. And then another investor that gives me 500 grand. So now I have around 740K in 3 years. And these guys all think that I actually have around 860. That's how much they think I have, but in actuality, I only have this. Bernie Madoff, what he did was he made it so it was exclusive to only the wealthiest people in the economy. That basically his clients had to be at least millionaires in order to invest with him, and that's what made him legit. Not only that, he was the president of the NASDAQ, and that made his name's almost famous in Wall Street, and millions of people respected him in the finance world. But you see what's going on here. It's I'm still making money, right? I'm still making money. And the only way I'm making money is basically asking people for money. And this is why it's a scam, because you have to make trades in order to ask money for people, especially if you work for a company that does trades with stock. And if you are below the amount that's recorded that you have, that's called fraud. That is what fraud is. This is all fraud. And I want you to also know that this happened to the point where people lost, altogether, there was a total loss of $65 billion. And that's it. They weren't able to get that money back. And this happens all the time. This is what Bernie Madoff's promise was. All right, we're going to do a different marker. All right. So usually whenever you invest with a company, this is how it looks legit. All right. All right. Your investment goes like this, but it still goes up, but it still has its ups and downs. And then you have to pick the right moment to, I'm going to go ahead and make a refund here now. But your investor, the broker's like, hey, no, don't do that, because you wait, there's a chance where it can be up to here. All right. This is what Bernie Madoff did. He was all like, this is how your investment's going to go. There won't be any ups and downs. There'll be no risk. There will be consistency within your investment no matter what. Even when things change, I will make sure month after month after month after month after month after month, your investment is going to go up by 1% every single time, every single month. And that's a guarantee. You know why? Because you can trust me. I've handled this business. I started up the NASDAQ. I am Wall Street. And I am exclusive to you. And that is how I get you in. And if you want to become rich, invest with me. And he said that and convinced people to give him money, so much money. And then as soon as like the stock market crashed, he gave up. And yeah, that's basically the story. And that's basically how, that is probably my best explanation of what the Ponzi scheme is. And it's one of the biggest scams. Like I said, every investor needs to watch out for. Make sure that whenever you try to invest your money with an investment firm, that you are being extra careful, because Bernie Madoff is not the only case. He's the biggest case when it comes to the Ponzi scheme. There's been a lot of other cases, and mind you, $65 billion is a lot of money, but there's cases out there that isn't as talked about as much, where there's cases where people have stole $6 billion, $200 million. That's still a lot of money that's been stolen. So make sure you always watch out for that. And that's going to conclude my lesson on the Ponzi scheme. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and give your honest feedback on what we should talk about next. I really enjoy this. I do a lot of tutoring on the side, and this is what my passion is. So give me your thoughts and feedback. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day.